Respected Principal Ma'am Nisha Didi and my fellow colleagues, hope you all are fine. I am back with my third and final video on this series of videos on e-learning as of now. Today I will be talking about Google Sheets. Now what are Google Sheets? Google Sheet is a spreadsheet program offered by Google in Google Drive service. So we will be talking about Google Sheets today. Be ready with your laptop and your mobile, and here we go. In order to operate any Google program, you need to have a Google account. If you do not have, please go for it right now. All those of you who are having Google account, click on your Google Chrome web browser. As soon as you click on this Google Chrome web browser, this is what appears on your screen. In my earlier videos also, I have told you that you go to this cluster of dots in your extreme right. Click over here. Various icons are displayed on the screen. You scroll downwards and you get the desired icon. You click over there and you get the page of that icon. Here is Google Sheets. If you click over here, you will be getting the page of Google Sheets. This is all that I had told you earlier. Today I am going to tell you a new method of searching your program. For that, you go to the address bar. You type over here drive dot google dot com and enter it. As soon as you do this, the drive page appears on your screen. Now this you can do with any program on Google. Then you go for this box where it is written new. You click here, you will get all the desired programs you require. Here you can see Google Sheets, Google Docs, Google Slides, and if you go for more to your right, you can see Google Forms also. Right now I need Google Sheets, so I go for Google Sheets. Now this is how a Google spreadsheet appears. There are columns, there are rows, there are cells in each column, and here is the untitled spreadsheet written over here. Here you click and you can give any desired title to your spreadsheet. For your convenience, I have made two spreadsheets. In one spreadsheet, I will be telling you about all the basic formatting that we have to do in a spreadsheet. And in the second spreadsheet, we will be formulating the results for which these spreadsheets are really useful. So I go back to my drive. Here I have made spreadsheet for the beginners. I click over here and the spreadsheet for the beginners appears on my screen. What I have done over here, I have written the name of 4 students. I have mentioned their age and 2 favorite flowers of each of the student. Now, here I begin with different type of formatting. Now, first what you see that the name is appearing in the extreme left corner, the age and the flowers are appearing on the extreme right corner. One more thing, let me write over here just name. Instead of mentioning name of the student, I just write name over here. Okay. Now, first I do the alignment of my table properly. So, I select my entire table. I select the entire table and I go for alignment. Horizontal alignment, I click over here, I go for center alignment. As soon as I go for center alignment, the entire table is aligned in an appropriate manner. Now, suppose I have to increase the size of my column. Suppose big names are there which I have to insert in my cells, then the width of this column will not help me. So for that, if I have to increase the size of column A, I wait for this arrow and then I drag the column. As far as I drag, the width of the column increases. If I do not need, if the width is more or I do not desire this width, then again I go for the same arrow and then I decrease the width of the column. Now one more thing. You can see over here that I have to merge these two cells because I have written favorite flowers and it is not coming between the two columns. So if I want to merge the two cells, then this heading will appear in the center of the two columns. So I select this one. I will select the heading only. Now I go for merge cells. This merge cells. Here is merge cell. I go for merge the cells and I merge them horizontally. As soon as I merge them horizontally, the title appears between the two cells. So in this way, I have merged the cells. Now suppose I have a big text over here. Here I have only written name. If I write name of the student of BSc1 or whatever I write, if the text is more than the capacity of the cell, then what do? You have an option wrap cell. Wrap text, sorry. You have an option of wrap text, text wrapping over here. So here you can wrap your text. I will show you how you can do this. First I decrease the size of this column a little bit more. So decrease it, shrink it a little bit more. Now I write over here name of the student. Instead of writing name, I write name of the student. Name of the student. Now see, it is coming beyond the width of the cell. So for that we go to wrap text. We do text wrapping. We go to wrap text and once we wrap the text, it appears in the cell in an organized manner. Wrap text means the text has been wrapped in the capacity that is being provided to it. So this is how you wrap your text. Now, suppose you want to insert some column between column B and C. Suppose you want to mention the house number of the children also. So now you do not have the column. So what options you have? Either you delete the everything which is beyond B column and then you write over here. Or else what you can do? You can insert a column over here. I select this column. Then I right click over here. Insert one column to the right. It comes over here. I insert a column and see a column has appeared over here. And now you can mention the house number or whatever you desire. Similarly, you can do for rows. If you have to insert a row between row 2 and 3, you go to row 2 or you can go to row 3 and you right click over here and you get an option insert one row above or insert one row below. I need between 2 and 3, so I insert one above and here a row has been inserted between Ikra and Jyoti. So now right now I do not need these rows and columns, so I will delete them. I right click, I go delete the column. So I delete this column. So this column is deleted. Similarly, I want to delete this row also. So I select it, right click it over here and delete the row. So the row is deleted and I come back to my table. Now there are many other options also, say bold. If you want anything in bold, you can go for that. I have already done the headings in bold. If you want it in italics, you can go for italics. If you want to specify the border, then you can select your text and then you can go for any border also for the text if you want border for the entire table. But I will be designing my table with add-ons, so I will not design it right now with border. Now there are only 4 students over here, 4 children over here, and every data is visible to you. Now let us suppose there were 200 students. Then and if you wanted to locate one of the student among these 200 students, then how would you have been located? If you wanted data of a particular student, say Jyoti, and she would have been in number 190, or you do not know where she exactly was, then how would you have done it? All you have to do is press Ctrl F. As soon as you press Ctrl F, here comes find in the sheet. You type the name over here. You want Jyoti, so you type Jyoti over here and see The name of Jyoti is highlighted over here and you can see all the data you require about Jyoti. And if you do not need, then just cross it and that thing goes away. Now suppose the names are not arranged alphabetically. They are in a haphazard manner and we want the names in an alphabetical order. So what we will do? We will select the entire data. We will right click and here you see an option of sort range. As soon as the option of sort range appears on your screen, click to it. Now here you see we have to sort by column and we want to sort it from A to Z or Z to A. I need to sort it from A to Z. So I have clicked already over here and then I press sort. The names have been arranged alphabetically on the table and so are all the other data also accordingly. So this is all that you could have done as far as formatting is concerned. Now I will fill some color to my table because it is looking very plain and simple. So let me do with some coloring of this. So I go to text color. Now what color should I give to my text? Say I give yellow color to my text. So the text becomes yellow. Now wait. Now this is the fill color. I fill red color to my text, to my space. Now this is how it appears over here. Now you can give different color to heading also. So if you need this, then you can change it by giving it like this. So the table now appears very attractive and very colorful. Now suppose I want to give different style to my tables. For that I will go to add-on. Now add-on I will go to table styles and apply style to selection. So here see various styles of tables will appear on the right of my screen and whichever style you want to adopt for your table, you select your table and then you select the type of table you want to make. So I suppose want to make this type of table. I click over here, I apply to selection and the table changes in this way. So it's up to you which style of table you want for your spreadsheet. One last thing that I would like to tell you on this table is if you want to insert some image. So you go for insert, you go for image. Now you want image over the cells. So you go for image over the cell. Now this appears on your screen. There are various modes in which you can insert image. Since I do not have many images in my system, so I go for Google image search. As soon as I reach here, I type the image that I need on my table. Since I have mentioned about flowers, so I need the images of flowers. So I type flowers over here. Now flowers image I click and see how many beautiful images are appearing on your screen. Whichever image fascinates you the most, you can click that image and have in your spreadsheet. So I will go for roses. Red roses fascinate me a lot. I love them. I insert them and they will appear on my screen. See. Now they have appeared on my screen. I select this pic. I wait for the diagonal arrow and then I place it over here. If I have to reduce the size of this image, then here I can do, I will have to wait for the diagonal arrow in, yes. So this is how you can adjust the size of your picture as much as you want. So this is what you can do as far as formatting is concerned in its very basic level. Now I go for my results part. For that I go back to my Google Drive. I go for results 2020 and the results appear on my screen. Now here I have the data of 10 students, their marks in physics, chemistry and maths. and I have to make their results. So for that I need the total of the marks and I want to find the percentage of their marks. All the remaining adjustments I have done in this table. I have done the alignment over here. I have done the text wrap over here. So all the basic things that I had to do, I have done with this table. So now I want to write total over here. Total. And in the next box, I want to write the percentage. Now, in order to find the total, we have a formula. Now here there are very few students, so it is very easy that you will add them manually and you can place the total over here. But if you are having 500, 600 students, then to total even 3 subjects, it a lot of hectic work. So for that the spreadsheets have made it quite easy. All we have to do is put the formula over here. I write equal to, then I write sum, I insert this bracket. Now see from where you have to add. From this column you have to add. What is the column? Column is B. Which is the row? Row is 3. So what we write over here? B3. Then we write is 2. Is 2. Now till where we have to add? Till here we have to add. So this is row D and sorry, this is column D and the row is 3. So we write over here D3 and we close the bracket and then we enter the result. Here comes the total of this row. Now you do not have to add manually or even put formula for all the other columns. All you have to do is select this, you go to this dot and double click over this dot. And the total of the entire data is in front of you. Now next we will be finding the percentage. It's a lot of hectic job, but see how simple the spreadsheet makes it. Again, what you have to do, you go for equal to sign. Sorry, select this one. You make equal to sign. Then you select the percentage of the cell that you have to find out. You have to find out the percentage of this cell. So you select this cell. Then into what you do, sorry I have pressed some. Into what is the formula for percentage? Marks obtained upon total number of marks into 100. So marks obtained has come like this, into 100 upon 150 because total marks are 150. So 150 and we enter it. We get the percentage of this student. Again we do the same thing. We go to this dot and click it twice and we get the percentage of all the students over here. So in this way you can calculate the percentage of any number of students you desire, but by just finding percentage of one student using this formula. So hope it has become very easy for you now that you can find the percentage of all the students. Now one more thing which is actually not desired over here, but I would like to tell you, that is, suppose you have to make many columns on your spreadsheet and you have to take a printout of your spreadsheet. Then the size of the A4 sheet is fixed. You cannot change the size of the A4 sheet. So in order to, and if you keep the width this much only, then it cannot accommodate all the columns. So in order that you accommodate all the columns, you decrease the width of the column. That I have decreased, but at the same time you require the text to be placed in this particular cell properly. So first I type over here whatever I desire to write, say presentation. This was very much required by by we people when we had to make this thing what we were doing, presentation of the students, then their marks in projects and all. Then we required many columns of this type. So in this with the help of this you can make those results very easily. So let me type something over here. Presentation marks. Yeah, presentation, we create a bracket, 10 marks. See, now it is being accommodated in 2 columns, and that too the width of this column is very big. If the width had been small like the column G, then it would have accommodated in 3 columns. Now what we do in order to accommodate it, we go for formatting. And then we go for text rotation. Now you see, in text rotation you rotate it by 90 degree. I rotate it by 90 degree. Now the text appears like this. Now what we have to do, we increase the size of this, because vertically you can have as big sheets as you desire, that because then you can convert them into 2 sheets, 3 sheets, and so on and so forth. But horizontally you cannot, because you need all the tables in each and every sheet. So in this way I increase the size of this cell by pulling it downwards. See, now you see it has come in this manner. Presentation 10 marks, it has accommodated in this cell horizontally. Vertically you can increase as much as you desire, because then you can make a list of 20 students and another list of another 20 students and so on and so forth. But in this way you have your limitations. This is all I had to say about spreadsheets as of now. In future I will be coming with more such videos for your convenience, and that is all I had to tell you today. Stay safe, stay happy, and stay positive. Thank you for your patient hearing. Thank you all.